Hello, my beautifuls, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm so flippin' grateful for you all. My name is Amanda. I'm with Awakenwithamandak.com, and you can also find me on Instagram, Awakenwithamanda. Also want to note that down below in the description box, you can find all the information to book a private reading with me. I would love to read for any of you. Love doing it. So, anyways, jumping right in, these are the three piles that I've selected. This reading is all about what your future self would tell you. What would your future self want you to know about what you're doing right now and how you can improve? This is really going to give you an awesome energy as to, what can I really step into? What can I embody more to really reach that, future version of you that you really want to reach and achieve. So if you haven't done a pick a pile before, there are three piles here: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Just gaze upon the piles and use your intuition to select which one is calling out to you. So I will jump right in. Please leave a comment below and let me know if your pile resonated. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you selected the beautiful opalite crystal, then this is your reading from your future self. I'm so excited. So this is a really, really powerful message coming through from your future self. Kind of coming through and letting you know what is currently holding you back and why as well. So your tarot cards that you got were the Fool reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. Now, for sure, with the Fool in reversed, I get this overall feeling that you're a little bit stuck right now and holding back on going forward with things that you know deep within you want to go after. So certain dreams, aspirations, different things you want to create in your life, you're hesitant and holding back going after those things for one reason or another. But what I'm really feeling from this is that there are, I feel a lot of people who selected this pile struggle with, judgments of other people and what other people think of you. So you may be a little bit nervous or scared about going after the things you really want to go after because you wonder what people will think. You wonder if people are going to judge you or different things of that nature. And with this Queen of Wands in reverse, this really, really speaks of your future self is wanting you to reestablish your sense of self, reestablish you, and really start stepping into the real you and not what other people expect you to be. And I think this is something that it honestly is probably a big life's lesson for you, is really living your life for you and not for other people. So it's really time for you, and your future self is encouraging you to start living life for you and to start building a sense of your sense of self. So really starting to take a look at, who am I really, right? And what do I really want from life? And starting to build your life upon that, because you're going to end up being so much happier when you start living life for yourself and not worrying so much about what other people think about the things you're doing in your life. And here we have Ascension. So a lot of you guys are really rising up right now. And a lot of you are really feeling the call to step into your authenticity and your authentic self, the real you. So a lot of you, I'm really feeling strongly that a lot of you who selected this pile struggled through a lot of your life with judgment of others, not feeling like you could ever be yourself, or yourself was never good enough. And so right now you're getting these calls to ascend to the next level, to start making choices in your life that are for you and feel right to you. and not caring so much about what other people think. So this card says, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. So in making big change in our life and in going after our authenticity, sometimes it's not always easy. And that message really comes through here with this card, helpless and hopeless. So at times you might find yourself really lost feeling and really like, should I go after this? This person's not going to like me anymore, or this person may not agree with what I'm doing, or are people going to accept what I'm doing? So there's a lot of this judgment type of energy. And what happens is this can leave you feeling very helpless because you're living your life for other people, right? And when we take the step forward and start living for ourselves, we can actually start being happy. And yes, there may be people who don't agree with the things or choices that you're making, but at the end of the day, you don't want to wake up, one day when you're 80 or 90 or 100 years old and say, man, I lived my life for other people, So yeah, this transition may require strength, which this is actually the strength card in the tarot, control. So it may take strength. It may take dedication, and it's going to take a level of really owning who you are and loving who you are. And because of that love for yourself, you're going to go after the things that feel right authentically to you. And also what I just noticed as well is we have 2 8s here. So what the number 8 really tells me, the energy it brings is that, whatever it is that you're wanting to step into or move towards, go towards, it will be abundant because of the love you have for it, because it's authentic to you. So if there are things in your life that you want to go after, but you're scared and you're standing in this fear about going towards it, when you go towards it, you see the sun in the background. Like, that is the energy you're going to step into. The sun card, happiness, joy, fulfillment. You're going to get everything you want. You're going to get the abundance, everything that you want to bring in when you start making choices for yourself and not for other people. And then these 2 cards really just speak for themselves, right? Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in yourself. And have faith that whatever you want to do, create, be, have faith in that. And know that if your heart's calling you to something, it's calling you there for a reason. Follow your heart. Go after what your heart is guiding you to do. And sometimes that's not always easy. Sometimes it doesn't make sense logically. Following our heart can be difficult sometimes because sometimes it doesn't make logical sense, right? And sometimes the people in your life can say, well, why would you be doing that? That makes no sense, right? But sometimes following our heart literally makes no logical sense. But guess what? When we take that leap and we follow something because it feels right in our heart, because it feels authentic to us, Spirit always supports us. Which, man, I feel like these cards are just flowing together so well. Spiritual support. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. So really, this is your future self coming through so strong, saying you're supported through this. Whatever it is you want to step into, and yeah, it might not be super easy to step through. It may be uncomfortable stepping into something different or new or something that other people surrounding you may not agree with, but you will be supported. You always have support, and your future self is saying it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. And we have be bold and make the first move. So again, I feel like a lot of you are stepping into something new or want to step into something new. And this is saying, be bold. Go for it. Yeah, it can be scary, right? It can be really scary. But it's all going to pay off. So stay optimistic through the process. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Your dreams will come true. Everything you want to create will come true when you follow your true self. When you ascend and start living by your own authenticity, your dreams will all come true. They're all going to come, because when we are in a high vibration, when we are doing the things that feel right to us and authentic to us, we are always rewarded for that. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for pile number 1. Want to give you a reminder that down below in the description box, you can find information to get a personal reading with me. I would love to read for you. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. All right, pile number 2. For those of you who selected the beautiful unicorn crystal. Very good choice, by the way. Welcome to your reading. And I'm really excited about this reading. Honestly, you guys, pile number 2 really, really connects with pile number 1. So if you were torn between the 2 piles, or you want to go listen to pile number 1, be my guest, because these 2 piles are very similar. But anyways, jumping right into your reading, what would your future self want you to know about what you're doing with your life right now, and what actions you can take to really move into the person you want to be, embody, all these things, right? So I feel like for a lot of you right now, you are blinded by fear. There's a lot of fear around you, a lot of wondering if you should step towards something, wondering if you should do something, wondering if you should stay with someone. And there's just a lot of fear surrounding you right now. What if this happens? What if that happens? A lot of overthinking and anxiety, I feel, as well. And what your future self is coming through and saying is you don't have to worry. It's time to really start going with the flow more, and just living life to enjoy life, and really start stepping into finding joy in your day-to-day, but also going after something. I think this is the big message for a lot of you, is stepping out of the fear and going after the things that are going to fulfill you. So for a lot of you, with the sacral chakra card here and the Ace of Wands, I'm feeling for a lot of you, this is a creative endeavor. So something creative, something that you want to create, maybe a new job idea, maybe a hobby you want to start doing, something creative that you want to start doing. And this would bring you a lot of joy and happiness. But there's a lot of fears surrounding, is this the right choice? Should I be doing this? What will people think? All these kinds of things. And for some of you, this could be regarding a relationship too. Just having a lot of fear surrounding finding the right person, or a lot of fear surrounding whether or not this person fulfills you or not, right? So what your future self wants you to know is that whatever fears, whatever struggles you may be going through right now, it will reach resolution. So as best you can right now in this moment, it's important for you to really, as much as you can, again, take yourself out of that anxious, fearful, overthinking type of energy, and more into going with the flow, right? And following the joy. So what brings you happiness in this moment? And take it one step at a time, right? Don't worry about tomorrow or next week or next month. Really focus on the now moment and what can bring you happiness right now. Because whatever issues, whatever transitions, whatever worries are coming up right now, it will come to pass. The answers that you are seeking will come to you when you get into flow and when you allow yourself to let your mind settle, right? Meditate. Do some yoga, go for a walk, something like that. Then the answers will come to you. But a big message coming through for a lot of you who selected this pile is that it's okay to go after what you want. It's okay to go after, again, for a lot of you, these creative endeavors that you want to go after. Don't feel bad, right? And don't have so much fear surrounding it, right? And really step towards these creative things, or step towards the things you want to create with excitement and passion and trust that everything is going to work out and everything is going to be how it's meant to be. So really, to this card, facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So I think a lot of you just have a lot of fear surrounding taking the next step towards doing the things and stepping into the things that you know you're called to do. And understandably so, right? Fear is really normal, especially when we're going through a change or a transition. So I think a lot of you really are going through a big change, a big transition right now into, I believe, for a lot of you, following the things that light you up, the things that bring you happiness, the things that allow you to express yourself as yourself, right? So the things that allow you to be you is really what's coming through here. So whatever brings you happiness, whatever allows you to express yourself the way you want to, start doing those things. And don't feel guilty or fearful or wondering if everything's going to be okay. You know, just allow it to come through. I feel like your future self is just coming through saying, hey man, the only thing standing in your way right now is your fear. And honestly, that really is the one main message coming through here. Whatever you're wanting to create, whatever you're wanting to step into, whatever you want in your life, the only thing standing in your way of this 9 of Cups, of this true happiness and emotional fulfillment, is your fear. Whatever fears you have. So you're really being asked to take a look at those fears and release them. And then allow yourself to just go with the flow, right? Hold your vision, go with the flow, and just enjoy life. Create this new energy around life. And I know sometimes when you are in this 8 of Swords energy, this fearful, anxiety kind of energy, it's like, how am I ever going to get out of this? And it's like one thought turns into another thought, turns into another thought, right? But like, if you look at this unicorn, he could easily just, cut himself free from this fear, from these blindfolds and the things that are keeping him trapped right now. So it's like the only thing that's holding you back right now is yourself, is the fear within you of how things are not going to work out. Now, what does that stem from? Really, what all of that fear, anxiety, overthinking comes from is one thing: not having full trust in the universe, not having full trust in our guides, our angels. So I think something that could be really helpful for a lot of you is really stepping into this energy of trust with the universe. Trust that everything's going to work out. Trust that everything's going to be okay. You are supported through this change and transition. Change and transition is usually not easy, especially when it's a big change or transition, but it's time for you to start doing the things that light you up. Start doing the things that really make you happy and allow you to express yourself in a way that leaves you in this, because I don't want to see you guys in this energy. I want to see you in this energy. The 9 of Cups. This beautiful, like, just happy, joyful, emotionally fulfilled unicorn. So this is your opportunity. Your future self is saying this is the time. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So listen and trust in your future self right now that all these worries and anxieties, you can let them go because you are supported and everything is going to work out. Just continue to follow your heart, continue to follow this is the card I'm really drawn to in this reading, is the sacral chakra, which is all about our desires and our creativity and how we express ourselves with creativity. So really step into this energy. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? And stepping into that energy is really going to bring so much change into your life in a beautiful, great way. So that is your reading, my beautifuls. Thank you so much again. And just a reminder that down below in the description box, there's information to schedule a private reading with me. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right. Hello. Pile number 3. If you selected this beautiful rose quartz cluster here, then this is your reading, and this is the message that your future self wants to bring through. What does your future self want you to know, want you to focus on, and to become the best future version of yourself that you can possibly be, right? So this is such a powerful, beautiful message that I'm so honored to bring to you, honestly, because I think a lot of you right now are really conflicted. Honestly, the word that really is downloaded to me is lost. A lot of you feel really lost right now, questioning a lot about your life, maybe one area of your life or multiple areas of your life. There's some things in your life that you're really questioning, wondering, how do I change this for the better? How do I step into this? Maybe, actually, I get the feeling for some of you that you have quite a few areas of your life that are just imbalanced right now. And a lot of you, I feel, are wondering, like, what direction do I go? What move do I take next? And, you know, the Ace of Pentacles here, it's all about, like, lack of planning, lack of foresight, lack of being able to take the next step or do the thing that's going to get you to where you want to go. And the reason why you're feeling this way, the reason why you're feeling very lost is very simple. You maybe haven't been connecting to your inner self as much as you could be. Not connecting to your intuition and your inner guidance system and spirit, honestly, spirit guides, angels, God, whatever you believe in. It's time for you to really, really step into creating time for yourself, creating time to meditate, to journal, to connect with spirit and with your inner self, you know, because what happens when we get really lost and confused and wondering what the next step is, a lot of times we avoid connecting to ourselves because our ego is kind of fighting back. So this is really guidance for you to connect back with yourself. And when you take that time, let's just say you take 30 minutes every day, non-negotiable, to sit down, to journal, to pull tarot cards if you do tarot, to meditate, whatever it is, to connect back to yourself. It is so transformational for your life. The answers will start coming. Things will start opening up for you, but it really takes you committing to yourself and you committing to doing the inner work. Because yeah, a lot of you guys are really sitting in fears right now. Fears of, is this ever going to change? You know, what is my next step? What do I do with this? How do I do with that, right? And at the end of the day, a lot of us, sometimes when we're in this fear or we're in this lost type of energy, we go seeking from external sources. We start asking people, well, what do you think I should do? What should I do? Right? And we're trying to find everything outside ourselves. But what it really comes down to is connecting with ourselves, right? Connecting with us. Balance spirituality with practicality. So it's what I'm feeling from this card is it's really time for you to balance and start stepping into your spirituality more and start really connecting. And you know, you guys, any of you watching this who maybe don't connect with certain things like meditation or tarot cards or whatever, it's not about having to do things a certain way, right? Spirituality isn't one size fits all. This is whatever feels right to you. Maybe that's just sitting down for 30 minutes of quiet to journal all of your thoughts for the day. Meditation is amazing though, and I will say that if you can try meditating and it works for you, it's an incredible way to connect to yourself and to bring yourself back to that higher perspective. And it's just amazing, you guys. You can meditate in many different ways as well. Because right now, I think this confusion and different things going on in your mind, right? Because you have all of these wandering thoughts, feeling lost. This is causing some things in your regular life as well. So choose your battles. Some of you may be having issues with other people, feeling like people are coming after you, feeling like you're misunderstood. So this is just about, choosing your battles and choosing, is this a battle that I need to fight? But overall, for a lot of you, I think actually what's really coming through here, download that just came through, is it is time for you to start taking an inward journey to really take a look at the people who have hurt you in the past, right? The people who have caused you pain in the past. And how does that impact your life now? And releasing some of these things, releasing some of these old resentments, and releasing old patterns too. It's time for you to step into a little bit of shadow work, looking at your childhood and looking at the things that have, held you back in the past. And how can you heal from these things to really move forward and step into new energy? Because, opportunity beckons. When you take time to really connect with yourself and really connect with your past and how your past impacts your now, you can break free. You can break free from the old patterns, the old ways of thinking, the things that hold us back, right? Because if we stay stuck in the past, if we stay stuck in the old patterns and we never work on really pushing through and healing them, then we can't transform, we can't change. And a lot of times what happens too, and with all of these meditation cards coming out, sometimes our ego can kind of fight back a little bit, because our ego knows that when we step into shadow work or we step into working on inner child healing and these types of things, or just looking at our past limiting beliefs, stuff like that, our ego can be like, oh, no, we're not going to look at that. We're just going to stay safe right where we are. But yes, shadow work, inner child work, looking at our limiting beliefs may be uncomfortable. But when we release that and when we move through that, we can become an entirely new person. So remember through this process that you are strong, that you can get through some of these limiting beliefs. You can get out of this lost feeling that you've been in. And the way to do that is to connect back to yourself. Connect, meditate, do whatever works for you to connect back to your center, to find what your inner guidance system, what you at your core is asking of you and telling you to do. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. Yeah. So really letting go of the past and really letting go of all these current fears and challenges and things, and starting to really focus your energy on what you desire. But in order to focus on what you desire, I feel a lot of you have to figure out what it is that you do desire, right? What do you really want? What do you really want to create? And when you discover that, your whole life is going to change. You're going to break through those old patterns, and your future self is coming through saying, this is not always the easiest path, right? Taking a look at our darkness, taking a look at the things that hold us back. It's not always easy to do that. But when we do, it always pays off. You're going to be able to live a more fulfilled life. And so your future self is really, I really feel this card strongly coming through from your future self, that you are strong. You can get through this. You really can. And it's going to be worth it. It's all going to pay off in the end. So that's all I have for you, pile number 3. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Just a little reminder that down below in the description box, you can find information to book a private reading with me. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to get more videos. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, loves.